Happy September. I am so excited for this month because one, I love fall. I don't know about you guys, but I love everything fall. Like everything. Second, this is the month that CCV is opening. That's right. Just in a couple weeks on September 20th, CCV is going to be open so you guys can come hang out with us at church. I can't wait. And there's some cool new changes in the 4-5. So hit that up. Hey, if you're not allowed, that's okay. We're still going to have our awesome lessons right here on YouTube just for you. Before we get started today, we're going to grab those Bibles. As always, we like to look at the Word of God and just kind of read what He has for us. We have an interesting Bible lesson today, one that we might not know. So I'm really excited about that. So grab those Bibles. And also, we're starting a new series. It's called Block Party. Who doesn't love a good block party? And this month's word is called friendship. I love friends and I love friendship. So we're talking about using your words and actions to show others you care. I can't wait to get started in this month. I will send you over to Fun with Phil, and then we'll do worship with Miss Helena before the So-and-So show. I'll see you guys after.
Hey guys, and welcome to Fun with Phil.
It's Fun with Phil! Alright, sorry.
Alright. Vader's taking a nap right now.
Yeah, so I
Cue
guess
to Vader napping.
I had to do the intro.
So, wacky voices from Miss Janelle this week.
You're welcome.
We're playing a fun game today. How fun is it?
It's pretty fun. This one's kind of interesting.
It's I forget the name of it.
Taylor Swift versus Revelations.
Taylor Swift ends the world. That's what we're gonna call it. Taylor Swift predicts the end of the world. Hashtag 2020. It's Taylor Revelations. So we're gonna be given a phrase, and we have to guess if it's from Taylor Swift's new album, or if it's from the book of Revelations, which is, as you know from Bible study, from listening to Miss Janelle, is the last book in the Bible.
Yep.
Which talks about the end of the world and everyone going up to heaven and all that fun and fiery stuff. Hooray! Let's get into it!
Hey, I think I have a punishment for next week. Not a punishment. The loser? Is it kind of a punishment?
Well, what is it?
So my thought was, and I think you guys will like this, is the person that loses has to sing at least one or two verses of a Taylor Swift song for the kids. So it might be torture for them, but
It'll be torture for you guys, because we can't sing to save our lives.
But it'll be hilarious.
It'll be hilarious nonetheless, because you get to see how terribly Miss Janelle and Phil can sing.
Yeah, that's...
It's not great. It's not
okay,
great.
so you good with that?
It's really a punishment for you guys. Joke's on you.
Joke is on you.
Speaking of punishments, at the end of this video, stick around because someone's walking through a room with popcorn on her head. Will it end up on the floor and she'll have to eat it? Only one way to find out. But for now...
You ready for the first one?
Let's go with the first one.
Okay, first question. Or not question, I guess phrase? Phrase. But you walked away from your first love. Why? But you walked away from your first love. Why?
See? Terrible singers. Two of us.
I'm gonna go with Taylor Swift. It's just too, like...
A little bit of background. I don't know about Miss Janelle, but I haven't listened to a single soundtrack from the new album. I apologize. I'll get right on it after this. I want. Well,
you're gonna have to sing it. So.
You said any Taylor Swift song.
That's true.
So.
I have only listened to like 2 tracks of it, so I'm gonna say T Swift. I feel like this is a very T Swift phrase.
I'm gonna say T Swift as well because first love seems like not a biblical set of words.
Right. But
love is in the Bible a lot. First love? Especially when they're
Jesus
asking
should
about,
be your first love.
But is he their first love in Revelations?
He should be, because that's why there's Revelations.
Let's see what the answer is.
Revelations!
Oh, it's in the Message Bible. Oh my goodness.
I'm just gonna leave that one there. Okay.
So we both stink.
Question 2. Mark me like a bloodstain. This is very morbid. Mark Well, there is blood in Revelation, if you didn't know that. I don't think this phrase is in there, though. I'm still going with T-Swift.
I also am going with T-Swift because she's been getting darker lately with some of her songs.
Darker. It is T-Swift! And Cardigan is the one track, or one of the two that I've listened to, so it's pretty good.
Taylor Swift singing about clothing in 2020. That's where we're at.
Are you ready for 3?
Yes.
Okay, you want to say 3?
They've gotten what they deserve. Oof, this could easily be both.
This could easily be, because a lot of her songs are like revenge and like madness, but Revelations is all like about people who don't believe Jesus and what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna go Revelations on this one.
I was gonna go Revelation 2.
I think
the phrasing is too harsh to be in a song.
But they're doing the Message Bible, so it's more modern interpretation of the Bible. So it could easily be the Message Bible. But I'm still sticking with Revelations. I think Taylor Swift has done enough revenge songs that she can't have that many.
Yeah, like I feel like this is a different
type of.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Revelation 2. I'm gonna copy you this one.
Yay!
It is
Revelation. There we go.
Revelation 16. Okay. I like the little Bible on the bottom. I think it's kind of fun.
It's cool.
All right. 2 more. Here we go.
What are we gonna get?
Question number 4. I know all the things you do, and that you have a reputation for being alive.
I'm gonna go Taylor Swift.
I was gonna go Taylor Swift.
Why do you think it's Taylor Swift?
I just think like the very beginning phrase, like, I know all the things you do. Like, I feel like you can sing that really easily.
See, that to me is more biblical.
But she also says reputation, if this is what she's alluding to her old albums.
I wouldn't say that. I would say you have a reputation for being alive. That's a weird thing to say why would that be in the Bible?
That's true.
I'm curious. If this is a Bible verse, you bet I'm going to go read this after.
We're going to yeah.
Because that's a weird phrase to have in the
Are we both going T-Swift?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. All right, T-Swift for question number 4. The answer is Revelation!
3-2. Hold on.
Pause while we look this up.
We're gonna look this up.
Revelation. They also don't allude to what...
the context of the verse.
Well, and what, not the message. What am I thinking of? The type of Bible. So there's different types of Bibles. If you guys didn't know this, real quick, brief Bible lesson. Normally what we read from when we're speaking is the NIV. It's the New International Version, so it's one of the easiest ones to understand. But the Message is a Bible where they take the verses and they kind of make it like everyday language. So there's different types of that. But it doesn't really say what type of Bible it is. Did you find the context?
No, because it's in my version. It's different.
Well, change your version of Bible. Maybe go to the Message.
It doesn't say the version on there.
Or the ESV.
I don't see it at all.
I
think this is incorrect. I think there's something wrong.
There's a fluke in question 4.
We're gonna cut this from the video because this is such a segue.
No, I think it's great. It's great education for these children.
Always check your sources, kids.
Exactly. You can't always believe what is told to you.
Either way, we're gonna mark that up as we're still both tied up, which means
this one
we have to
okay,
guess
so
differently.
this is question 5, and once you say your answer, it's your answer. So you gotta go with it. So this is win or lose. Okay, after we read the phrase. Okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna have you read it because you're a faster reader. So I will get caught up in trying to read it.
Okay.
And then... Alright, so...
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. You didn't even see the signs. Ooh.
Oh!
This is another either or. I'm gonna go with T-Swift.
Oh, you took it.
I know I did.
I'll go
But
with
it could
Revelation. I think it
easily
could
be
be Revelation. But I think it could be Revelation.
Talking about God, talking to the people
Right.
about how there were all these signs that the end was coming, or that you should follow me, and they didn't see them, or they ignored them.
And then a lot of Revelation is just one sign after the other to show how great God is. And a lot of people, like, the reason Revelations is long is because people aren't seeing those signs.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a very easy toss up.
Either or.
Yeah. All right, you ready to
Yes.
find out who has to sing T Swift live?
Any song.
Any song.
Any song.
Next week. Drum roll. Hit it, Phil. T Swift. Oh,
That's
no.
good.
I even told them last
Exile.
guys. I even told you last month I wasn't good at singing. So,
Now we get to find out.
dude,
It's okay, I'll let-
punishment 2 days in a row or 2 weeks in a row.
It's
Hi,
okay.
Gator.
I will let you. He woke up from his nap,
He wants the popcorn. He smells it now.
which we're going to flip to very shortly. Anyway, we hope you guys had a fun time with that game. Hopefully you guessed better than we did, because we want us to save our lives.
Yep.
Save ourselves from singing.
I might get some auto-tune up in here next week.
Auto-tune Taylor Swift from Miss Janelle. You heard it here first. We'll see you next week.
All right,
but
bye.
for now,
See you after the pun.
popcorn. Hey, so as you remember last week, we played the game where we had to guess the poorly explained movie, and we left you with 2 challenge phrases that Janelle and I came up with. The first one was, Iron Man talks to animals and saves a queen, and the second one was, 2 teenagers go on a road trip to find a shiny rock so they can have an actual conversation with their father. Well, someone guessed, and they guessed both of them correctly. So we want to give our shout out to Dylan! Dylan, awesome job. You're so smart. Smarter than me anyway. Congratulations. Good job. Hopefully we'll have more challenges coming soon. See you next week. Are you ready?
Freshly popped popcorn.
Freshly popped.
It's extra buttery, by the way.
Look at that buttery goodness.
Okay, wait, so I
Ignore
can't.
our messy studio.
So I can't.
You can't use your hands.
Oh, I have a really round head. All right,
Okay, how about this?
I
You
got
have to
it.
come to a complete
Wait.
stop
Okay.
for 2 seconds to use your hands, and then you have to let go before you start walking again.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna be so hard.
You have to walk
What
to
if
the
I
end of the
don't
hallway,
use-
touch the wall, and then come back and touch this wall.
What if I like jump it?
Then you eat it off the floor.
Oh gosh. Okay. Here we
You
go.
ready?
No. It's already wobbling. I think I picked the wrong bowl. How do the ladies in Africa do this?
Miss Janelle picked the bowl and popcorn herself.
Okay.
Popcorn!
This is really hard. Who has a flat head and can do this for me instead? Oh, I found my groove. Oh crap! I really don't want to have to.
And it's all over the floor! Eat it, eat it, eat it. Oh, delicious.
Bye.
See you next week.
Not how greasy the phone is. Nom, 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 nom,
Oh my god, this is good popcorn. I love it so much.
Eat it. Eat it. Look at all this.
I'm facing challenges, but they won't break me. They're gonna make me because you hold me. I walk through valleys, but they don't I'm not intimidated by what I'm facing. I've got my face here on who I'm praising. There is a victory I'm anticipating. The walls are breaking. We'll take the promised land, and I will turn this place into a place of praise. And as I do, I know He'll bring about the change. Oh, this is an offering. This is a sacrifice. We give you everything. I give you everything. Building an altar to your name. Whoa, right here, right now. This is where praise breaks out. Whoa, right here, right now. This is where the walls come down. Let's go! You're here, everything is changing. You're here, every chain is breaking, and I can be fearless 'cause you are here with me. Oh yeah, 'cause you're here, Jesus. 'Cause you're here, I live in freedom. 'Cause you're here, Lord, I believe that I can be fearless 'cause you are here with me. Right here, right now, this is where praise breaks out. Whoa, right here, right now, this is where the walls come down. Let's go! You're here, everything is changing. 'Cause you're here, every chain is breaking. I can be fearless 'cause you are here with me. Yeah, you're here, I live in freedom. You're here, Lord, I believe that I can be fearless 'cause you are here with me. Oh, I can be fearless. I can be fearless 'cause you are here with me.
All right, John, are you ready for the tug of war?
Oh, I'm ready, Brandon.
On your mark, get set, go! How is this helping us to learn how to do the tug of war?
It's not. Something's wrong.
We need to be both pulling on the same rope.
Oh, yes, of course.
Let's try this again.
Yeah. Star wipe.
On your mark, get set, go! Oh, man, this isn't how a tug of war works either.
No?
No, we should be on opposite sides of the rope. Otherwise, it's just going to be. Oh, that was unusual.
I'm okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brandon.
I'm John.
And this is the So and So Show, a show where me and my best friend try to have some fun. We learn something. We do. You okay? Do you need a lozenge?
No, I'm fine. Please continue.
All right. Anyway, it's the show where me and my best friend, we try and learn something. What are you doing? Why are you making that noise? You want me to stop talking?
No.
This is a show where me and my best friend. What is the matter? Why do you keep crying when I say best friend? Are you?
It's just that we've been best friends for a long time now, right?
So long.
Well, the thing is, I've got a new best friend.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, we can still be friends without being best friends. I mean, we're around each other all the time. It makes sense that we could use a break once in a while. But believe me, I get it.
But I don't.
Who is this new best friend anyway? Tell me everything.
Okay. So I was walking through the store the other day, and I hear this voice out of the blue. Hi. So I turned around and I said, hi, back. You know? Yeah. I mean, it's not every day that you meet people who are just plain old friendly, right? So you have to. Anyway, before you know it, we got to talking, and you wouldn't believe how smart she is. I mean, she knows something about everything. We were in the store talking for like hours. The manager said I had to leave or make a purchase, and next thing you know, we're walking out of the store together. We've been best friends ever since.
Well, that's awesome. When do I get to meet her?
Oh, she's here.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, please welcome someone who knows everything. Is she coming?
What? Oh, through the door? Oh, no, of course not. No.
I don't understand.
Besides, she's already here. Brandon, allow me to introduce Sylvia. Say hello, Sylvia.
Hello, Sylvia.
She slays me. That's a great joke.
Hey, John, you know your best friend can't be a robot voice in a box, right?
Jealous.
No.
Of course it can. Look at all the fun times we've had together already. Hey, Sylvia, play the friendship montage.
Playing friendship montage.
That was just yesterday.
John, this thing is not your friend. It's a box that you found. It's a box, all right? And it's just like every other box in the store.
That's not true.
It is.
That is not true. She has answers to all my questions. We have the same taste in music. We know
Okay,
where
look,
I like to
all
eat.
it does is repeat facts from the internet and play generated playlists.
No, so she also knows what the weather is going to be like. How does she know that?
It's a computer. It can only give you facts, right? It can't help you like a real friend can. You know, like what's a problem that you're having right now? Anything? Tell me.
Okay. Well, you know my neighbor.
Longbeard Carl?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, well, he keeps blocking my driveway. He's got like 6 cars for no reason, and it just keeps frustrating me.
Okay, well, as your friend who is actually listening to your problems, I suggest that you go to Longbeard Carl and you tell him what's bothering you.
What do you think, Sylvia?
Searching for tow truck companies.
Oh, come on. You are not going to call a tow truck and tow Longbeard Carl's car without talking
No,
to him.
I know, but I'm just saying Sylvia heard the problem and came up with a possibly good solution.
The tow truck is on its way.
No, cancel the tow truck. Cancel the tow truck.
Tow truck canceled.
She was just trying to be helpful.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey guys,
Hi, Kellen.
Now ordering 9 melons.
No, not melons. Kellen, no, cancel the melon order. Cancel the melon order.
Canceling melons.
whoa! You guys found one of the new Sylvias?
You know, sometimes it seems like she found me.
He thinks it's his new best friend.
Oh, she's way more than a friend. She can do this. Sylvia, go disco mode.
Disco mode engaged.
Sylvia, stop.
No, don't listen to him, Sylvia. Go crazy bananas.
Ordering 80 bananas.
What is it with you and produce? No, cancel the banana order.
Canceling bananas.
You got a story for us, Kellen?
I do. And speaking of produce, here's Count Lupe and Mr. Fritter. Count Lupe and Mr. Fritter are the best of friends, as you may know, but sometimes they don't make the wisest choices. So, here's a little wisdom from the book of Ecclesiastes to help them out. 2 people are better than 1. They can help each other in everything they do.
Did you hear that, Count Lupe? 2 are better than 1. What perfect timing. We can help each other get to the bottom of these stairs.
Ho ho ho! Who needs help? Last one down is improperly aged fromage. Oh! Ah! Yay! Ah!
Count Lupe, you fell.
Oh! Crack! Oh! Crack!
I'll be happy to help you traverse the dangerous staircase, Mr. Fritter. I have brought a pillow.
Oh, thank you, Perry. You are a good friend.
Yeah. The verses continue. 2 people are better than 1. They can help each other in everything they do. Suppose either of them falls down. Then the one can help the other one up. But suppose a person falls down and doesn't have anyone to help them up. Then feel sorry for that person.
I couldn't have made it safely without you, Perry.
And I could not have made it safely without you, Mr. Fritter.
I could not make it to the hospital without either of you. Help!
Friends are there to help each other. And when we mess up or when we fall down, friends can help us get back up. But Ecclesiastes has even more wisdom for us. 1 person could be overpowered, but 2 people can stand up for themselves. And a rope made out of 3 cords isn't easily broken.
It's very crowded in here, Perry. I hope we'll be safe.
We will be safe, Mr. Fritter, as long as we stick together. There's strength in numbers.
You're right, Perry. You're so right. Hey, where's Count Lupe anyway?
Hello, you two. I hope you are enjoying being packed in like cans of sardines while I have all the space in the world.
Are you sure it's safe up there alone, Count Lupe? We can make room for you down here if you'd like.
Never! Besides, I am not all alone. There are 2 bags of frozen green peas here to keep me company.
Oh, Count Lupe, those peas have been there for years. I wouldn't mess with them if I were you.
Nonsense! It is they who should not mess with me.
Count Lupe, look out!
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was silly. But the point is, a friend is there for you when you need help. They give you advice. They stand up for you when you're in trouble. It's good to have a friend. Isn't that right, Count Lupe?
Oui.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kellen. That was a good lesson. It was very fruitful.
Take care.
Yeah. Hey, do you get why this thing can't be your friend now? I mean, it's not going to give you advice. It's not going to stand up for you when you're in trouble.
Okay. You're right. But it is good for one thing. Sylvia?
Reveal the question.
Thank you, Sylvia. The question of the day is, what makes someone a good friend?
Someone who listens and cares?
Someone who knows a little more than just how to do an internet search.
Yeah. Brandon, will you be my best friend again?
Of course.
Sorry, Sylvia. I'm going to go ahead and shut you down, all right?
Yep.
What are you doing, John? My mind is going.
Daisy, give your answer, dude.
So talk about it together. What makes someone a good friend?
And we'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show.
How long are these stairs?
That's too much, man. That's amazing.
Okay, storytelling with melons. I don't think I'm gonna do that myself. It was pretty hilarious, but yeah, we'll just go with that. The So-and-So Show, as always, is brilliant, and I love the stories that they tell, and I love what we're actually talking about today. I told you the Bible story was a little bit different, did I not? We're actually going to the book of Ecclesiastes, so grab those Bibles because you're gonna need them. Ecclesiastes, I'll give you a hint, is in the Old Testament. That's hint number 1. And I'll help you out. You're gonna look for the between Proverbs and Song of Songs. So you can kind of open to the middle of the Bible because Proverbs is the second book, the second largest book, and then you can kind of flip through, and Ecclesiastes is before that. It's only a couple chapters, so don't miss it. Okay, so we're going to Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 9 and 10. And I don't know if you guys have heard these verses before, or maybe kind of a little bit of these verses, but I think they're so important. And Callan kind of shared why, but let's read them together. This is Ecclesiastes 4, verses 9 and 10. 2 are better than 1, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help them up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them. See, we always have someone with us, right? Maybe it's a best friend. I hope you have a best friend. I have a best friend. Or maybe it's just a friend. You don't have to necessarily have a best friend, right? You can have a lot of different types of friends, and that is just as well. But when it says better are 2, right? If you're working on a project or you're doing something, kind of what we talked about last month, creativity, it's always better to have 2 people. 1, because you guys can kind of share the work, and it's so much more fun. You can have tons of conversations. But I like what it says, if either of them fall down, one can help the other up. That's so often in like actual world examples, right? If you fall off your bike and your brother or sister are there, they can help you pick up all the mess and the helmet and everything. But it's also kind of an interesting perspective with not just actually picking up physical things. I want to tell you a story about me and my best friend. So I have a best friend, her name is Vanessa, and I love her to death. She is so sweet and we have so much fun together. But I think you guys remember when we had that Night to Shine event at CCV. It was such a great time. But Miss Chanel liking to plan parties and be involved in things, I kind of took a lot on my plate, and I helped plan the thing. And it was great, but it was so overwhelming and I was so tired and I just didn't want to do it anymore. Maybe you felt this way after a soccer game or doing your homework, right? Sometimes you're just like, you put so much on and you're like, I can do this, but you're just so tired. Well, my best friend Vanessa, she showed up one day just to hug me, and you know what she did? She gave me a coffee. Now, you're not allowed coffee yet, so don't drink it. Maybe think of your favorite juice box or soda or something that you're allowed to have every once in a while. And she brought me my favorite coffee and said, you can do this. Keep it up. Man, I needed her in that moment. I needed her to help, first of all, pick me up from the ground because I was literally sitting on the floor. But I also needed her to help me kind of get my spirits up. Sometimes we just need a best friend to say, it's going to be okay. You can do this, right? And that's what she did. A simple thing by bringing me my favorite drink and a hug. Just a hug that says, you can do it. And that meant the world to me. I don't know about you, but I think all of you probably have a really good friend or a best friend or multiple friends. And I'm hoping that they would do the same thing for you. Our key question is, what makes someone a good friend? Maybe it's like Vanessa and they are 2 steps ahead of you and know what you need in your moment. Maybe they're literally picking you up off the ground. They're encouraging you. They're having fun with you. They laugh with you. They make you just kind of chill, right? Those are what friends are here to do. And Ecclesiastes is a tongue twister. Ecclesiastes reminds us that when there are 2 of us, it is better than 1, right? We can get so much more accomplished and we can be so much better on this earth when there's 2 of us. So I want you to think about what makes a good friend. Think about the friends you have. Think about the friends you want. And think about the friend you want to be. You know, how can you help? What can I do to help Vanessa now that she helped me that one time? We're going to continue our series on block party and friendship for the rest of this month. And we're going to have so much fun with it. Also, I will see you on the 20th, hopefully at church. Bye, guys.